Good evening. Is this on? There it is. Hi, I am Jenny Darlington Person, the Executive Director of Music in the Mountains, and I'm so excited to welcome you guys tonight. Carrie Hennessey, the theme of our Summerfest this year is family, friends, and favorites, and I think of Carrie as all three of those things. She's one of our favorite performers. She's been up here ever since we figured it out earlier. 2010, we think, was her first performance here. And Ryan will talk about that, I'm sure. And we're just very, very excited for what she's got in store for us tonight. But before we get to the good stuff, well, this is good stuff too, because we wouldn't be sitting here if it wasn't for the people I'm about to talk about. I would like to thank some of our sponsors. First, we've got a Myers Investment Group of Baird. We've got Stuckey Jewelers. A Smarter Broadband. Weiss Landscaping. Gold Country Gymnastics. These gorgeous flowers by Foothill Flowers, who've been our sponsor since 1982. Commonwealth Financial, I saw Terry up there. Owens Real Estate, Estate and Wealth Strategies. Hanson Brothers HBE Rentals. And two of our hospitality sponsors, Enrique's Restaurant. And I'm a little bit self-interested in this one. It's a brand new restaurant where Frank's Pizza used to be. It's Bicycle Thief Pizza. And they have fantastic pizza, and my son is one of their cooks, so please go try it out. And then we also have some individuals that I'd like to thank. First, our season sponsors are George and Joanne Rebane.
Yay.
And I don't remember where they're sitting. But there they are. They're not here. Okay, they sent proxies tonight. And then our concert sponsors are Jeff Leiter, Richard and Nancy McCrae, and Jennifer and Jeff Dahlgren. Eric. I don't know where Jeff came from. I'm sorry, it's been a long day. Eric Dahlgren. Thank you. And now Ryan's got a few words for you.
Thanks so much, Jenny. Hi, everybody. I'm Ryan Murray, the artistic director and conductor of Music in the Mountains. So it's great to be with you all tonight. And before I talk about tonight's concert for just a second, I want to remind everybody that next week we have our fantastic and fabulous 60-piece professional orchestra coming into town for 3 amazing concerts. So be sure to look in your program. You can read all about them, but the first one next week is with the amazing violinist Amran Almeida playing the Mozart Violin Concerto No. 3 with orchestra, Beethoven Symphony No. 1, Joseph Boulogne Symphony No. 2. It's going to be a great program. We go from there just 2 days later to Carmina Burana with full orchestra and chorus and soloists. And Carrie will be one of the soloists in Carmina as well. And then we go outside for Happy Birthday USA on July 3rd, our traditional patriotic pops concert. So we've got a fantastic week of concerts. I hope that you'll all join us. Thank you. So tonight, we have one of my very special friends performing on stage. We were talking about it just backstage a second ago. I think 2009 was the first time that Carrie and I performed together. She was in The Merry Widow that I was conducting at Opera Modesto. We also did an opera gala with Adler Fellows from San Francisco Opera, and Carrie was singing in that as well. But we don't remember if that was before or after, or it's quite a while ago now. And then immediately after that, she came up here to sing in HMS Pinafore in a concert version of that piece. And then after that, it was, I don't know, maybe every other year or more that we kept bringing Carrie back up, because I certainly love working with her, and I know the audience loves hearing her. She's just a fantastic musician, and she's joined on stage by another one of my close friends, Jennifer Reason, and we were in undergrad together studying music, starting our careers, and she's a fantastic musician as well. So it's going to be a great program, and I'm sure Carrie will tell you more about her time at Music in the Mountains and what that's meant to her and how great it is to be here with all of you. So thank you all for joining us, and enjoy the show.
We hate working together, so this is gonna be a rough night for everybody. Okay. Thanks for coming tonight. Yay, you guys. Seriously. That aria totally set us up for everything. Floating high notes and not a lick of English to be found anywhere. But the sentiment. the character is talking about this woman who receives her first passionate kiss and just is transformed, and then says, my life, my dream, and the power of the soul. And that's why we are here tonight. The transformation and the power of community and sound and music. And where else could I tell this story, raw story of my life, but here in a place where I call home? As Ryan said, we've been together for a while, you guys. Like, this is a long-term relationship, whether you knew I was attached or not. I am. Like, who else would be so willing? This community has helped me reveal myself to me. And I do too. It's just, I've been able to do so many creative things. I've sung in cabaret. I've sung in Pop's concert. I brought my mashup band that Jen and I created together. I've sung in symphonies. I've sung opera. I've sung operetta. I've even, when my brain goes on vacation sometimes, it makes up jingles. So during a holiday concert, I made up a jingle about a sponsor who was bejeweling me. Stooky Jewelers. Yeah. They bejeweled me, and I felt so special. But then I was backstage, and I sang, and I am stuck on Stooky, because Stooky's stuck on me. And that's the second time I've sung that jingle on this stage. So seriously, if I'm gonna tell a raw story about my life, this community has accepted me in so many forms that this is the place to do it, right? Right, so thanks to Ryan Murray, and thanks to Jenny Darlington Person for the close work that we've put in for tonight. So thank you. So who here has been to an opera before? The opera goers are quiet. I see hands and this actually I'm not surprised, because we're sort of taught we can only speak when we're supposed to and clap when we're supposed to. Who has not been to an opera? Let's hear it. No? I would just like to invite that you're all going to be uncomfortable tonight. This doesn't roll like an opera. This doesn't roll like it's more like a cabaret. But there are no rules. I said it and I meant it. When you feel moved, I would even encourage, although I've sent out translations for what I'm singing, can we just take a breath? No, really, together. In through the nose. Let it out. I want to invite the possibility of letting the sound itself move you. Maybe for a moment we don't need to be cognitive and know exactly what I'm singing about. Maybe we can let the stories inform the songs, and the songs inform the stories, and maybe we can just let it move us for an evening. And if that means silence, great. If it means hooping and hollering, great. I just want to invite that this is a place, and I would like to invite, let's just be where we are exactly as we are. Deal? Yeah! Okay. So how does a weirdo like me get into opera anyway? I don't fit the bill. I don't know if you noticed. At least what people say it's supposed to be. I came back very late, and that's the story that you'll hear tonight, is my love story of finding opera, stumbling into it in a way that was so real, and also stumbling out of it in a very much needed way until I came back. So the only thing that I know that I was qualified for in opera was that I was little, I sang in the church choir, and I was loud. The Sunday school choir was always like, could you put her in the back? Because she always knows her parts and she just helps everybody sing better. So that's the only thing I knew. So when I went to college thinking I was going to be a music therapist, and my teacher was like, actually, you could maybe do this for a job. And I was like, sign me up, what are we doing? And after only a few months, she's like, we'll do some voice competitions. That's how it was in my head. We'll do some voice competitions. And I'm like, that sounds fun. Okay, she didn't tell me it was the most prestigious voice competition in the world. So not years of study. It was me singing in church choirs and then a few months. And she said, let's do the Metropolitan Opera National Council auditions. And because I didn't know any better, I wasn't intimidated. So I was like, all right, learn 5 songs, arias in different languages, cool. And so that's what I did. And in the middle of the frigid winter in Minnesota, and I don't think you guys understand, 50 below is a real number. Trust me, because when I moved here, it was 45 degrees, and I got the biggest side eye from every mother when I rode my bike with my children to school for over a mile, and I'm like, it is 100 degrees warmer right now than where I was last week, so I'm not having it. 50 below is real. So I was very, very bundled up and going backstage and so excited, like bright-eyed. I wanted to go and like hear other people sing, and I'm so process-oriented, and I didn't really know that about myself then, but really all I wanted to do was like eavesdrop on what everyone else was doing. I didn't really care about what I was doing. I was like, but what are you doing? I'm so curious. So I remember going backstage, and they're walking, bundled, and I stopped in front of this practice room, gobsmacked, because this immense voice, I mean, I had one too, but I didn't understand it. This immense voice was shaking the walls, and I stood there wide-eyed. And as this woman, I remember beautifully perfect blonde hair, taffeta gown, and she had the train, the whole thing. She came out and I was like, oh my God, you're so good. Hi, my name's Carrie. Never mind, anyway. Have fun out there. I didn't fit in. I was they called me the monkey backstage because I was literally just the whole time. And so I was getting ready, and then it started getting real when I felt like they were corralling the kindergartners backstage. So we would go 5 at a time and stand while we were getting ready because they wanted to be efficient. And there was like the little kindergartner that just had too much energy. Just trying to tap it out. And then there was the weird face maker. Singers, you know what I'm doing. I didn't know. I was like, what are you doing? And then from the face making came the sounds. Apparently, that's the safe way to clear your throat. Itty bitty kitty coffee, okay. So in the middle of all these new sounds and feelings, I didn't know what was happening. I hear, Miss Janikowski, they're ready for you. And the click of my heels on the stage incited a wave of applause. I'd never felt that before. And I spoke into this dark 1,900-seat hall with 3 judges at a table and said, good morning, I am Carrie Janikowski, and I would like to sing Rusalka's Song to the Moon from Dvorak's Rusalka.
лица грозни, от цветов сбомингов забуди, месячку не сосни, не сосни.
No, I'm not clapping for myself. That was my family. At the Metropolitan National Council auditions. And it was the most comforting feeling because immediately what followed is that dead silence and the three little book lights of three little judges butting heads to ask you to sing the next thing. And all I hear, may we hear the French? I'm not going to say no. You do that, and then you just like walk off stage and put your jeans on. It's so weird. You go and you do that, and then you go put your jeans on, and then you sit in the audience, and I did the thing I loved doing, which was listening to other singers and really absorbing the process of it all and sort of the ritual behind it. I was just fascinated. And although the lady in the black taffeta was supposed to win, it does pay to be nice and supportive. And I wasn't nice. I was being a kind human, because really it wasn't about, I was competing with myself. I wasn't going to compete with these people who have done it. So just there was that sort of moment of, in these situations, we're really here to support one another. But what I realized, what I saw in her eyes, I experienced later. That purity couldn't stay, because it was a business. And so when it was seen that I had this tremendous potential to connect with the music, to really connect with the audience, expectations were put on me, and it felt like tons of weight. People were investing time and money in my career. But what they couldn't see, maybe what they didn't want to see, is that I wasn't sleeping. I was biting my fingernails until they were bloody, because I was so nervous all the time. And I didn't know. I was so anxious. Everything was crazy, and I didn't know what was wrong with me. But I was hiding a deep secret, that it was just too shameful. And I don't want it to be shameful anymore, so I'm talking about it tonight. I experienced an unwanted sexual encounter with a very trusted musical friend. So now this thing that was so pure and wonderful was only related to this one experience. It had wiped my hard drive clean. I was a functioning empty shell. And I kept going, so I prepared for a third year of the Met auditions. I did. And just with sleep deprivation and TMJ and using alcohol to numb, because I didn't know what else to do.
Ecco su coi margini.
That was the very aria that my voice cracked on stage with. And I picked up all of the books, and I thanked the judges, and I left for 12 years. It was a quiet, long 12 years. And there were very few things that brought me sense of peace. And this song that I share next is one of them. Thank you. I love you right back. There's something about Emily Dickinson. I know. There we go. That's it. Thank you. But this poem and this particular setting by this particular composer was one thing that really got me through some of the hardest times in my life. And I actually got to tell that to the composer, to his face hole. I just got to get right up in there. I did a recital with him. Because of Ryan, I was able to do a recital with Ricky Ian Gordon and tell him how much this piece means to me. And before I sing it, I would like us to take another breath, if you would, with me. And I'm going to say the poem. And notice what the words do to you in your body as I just speak them. And then Ricky was so lovely and brilliant. He said, this is the only melody and poem that I loved so much that I wrote it twice. So we're going to hear it spoken, and then I'm going to sing it, and you'll hear it 2 more times, and it will shift how it moves through you. And I want you to be able to experience it in that way. Will There Really Be a Morning by Emily Dickinson. Will there really be a morning? Is there such a thing as day? Could I see it from the mountains if I were as tall as they? Does it have feet like water lilies? Has it feathers like a bird? Does it come from famous places of which I've never heard? Oh, some scholar. Oh, some sailor. Oh, some wise man from the skies, please, to tell this little pilgrim where the place called morning lies.
Will there really be a morning? Is there such a thing as day? Could I see it from the mountains if I were as tall as they? Has it feet like water lilies? Has it feathers like a bird? Does it come from famous places of which I have never heard? Oh, some scholar, oh, some sailor, oh, some wise man from the skies, please to tell this little pilgrim where the place called morning lies. Will there really be a morning? Is there such a thing as day? Could I see it from the mountains if I were as tall as they? Has it feet like water lilies? Has it feathers like a bird? Does it come from famous places of which I have never heard? Oh, some some wise man from the skies, please to tell this little pilgrim where the place called morning lies. The end of that song lingers as this loving, warm question mark. It doesn't resolve. It feels like there's something left unsaid, which is why it brought me so much hope. That wasn't the end. There's more light to come in through the darkness if we keep asking the questions. And more beauty to come in the more we do that very thing. And had I not had this happen and stop, I don't know that I would have met my husband, Patrick. I don't know that I would have had my children, Ella and Aiden, who are all here tonight. So this was just the beginning. We'll talk more about that in the second half. Means you gotta come back. So we're gonna take a little intermish after this next number, which is also by a living composer, Jake Heggie. And it's one of these, oh yeah. So I would love and invite, mingle, mix, talk to one another, see how you might know one another in the grand scheme of things. If you're interested and have an old-fashioned CD player, I have a couple of CDs out there for sale. One of them is the very first recital I ever put together and produced and recorded with the help of my husband. I also thought it was gonna be the last. So there's like a lot of heart in that. So if you think this was some raw stuff, listen to that. There's some things in there, some dark Mother Goose songs. It is a whole situation. I never really fit, did I? It's cool. And then we'll see you on the other side. This is for the cat lovers who know cats really started the universe. In the beginning was the cat, and the cat was without pearl. The ether stirred, and there was milk, and the cat saw that it was good. It was good. Da 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 dee, da 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 da. A hand stretched forth across the milk and scratched behind the cat's ears, and it felt good. Da, da, da. Ooh, then the firmament shook, and there was produced a paper bag. Then the cat went forth into the bag and sing that it was good. She fell asleep. than Mozart. It's totally fine. Yeah! Mozart always feels a little bit like a rock concert to me. So thank you for just letting me have that moment of like dancing and singing and having a good time. Also now you can say you have memorized a Mozart aria. You're welcome for the thing you learned today. Now that crazy song was the thing my mom would get so mad at me when I did a little singing. She was my accompanist and she's like, "Don't make me pull that out again," because it's real hard. So Jennifer Reason, everyone. She's a baddie, that one. Also, it's one of those songs that my kids used to love. And it got, when I wasn't singing a lot, you can tell that thing gets you in shape. It's a lot of notes. As they say in Amadeus, it's a lot of notes. Just too many notes. There's just, exactly, too many notes. But my kids always thought it was hilarious that it sounded like I was having a stroke or something. I don't know what they thought. But they really loved is that I really needed to work on getting like my body in shape when I started singing again. So they go, "Mama, sing Alleluia!" And I'd be like, "Okay, sure." And then my son Aiden would do this. He would brace himself and push my diaphragm. And I would lean in and sing that. And it was always so much fun that I love singing that. And it also got me in shape. So one of the composers I had worked with said, I was singing at like church services, and he was like, there's a theater company that's doing opera in very funky ways in town. And I think you would be a really good fit. You should go audition. And I was like, the last audition I did not go well. It was a life-changing experience, not in the good way. So I did it anyway. Look, I thought, you know what? It can't hurt. This can be a good sign of, can I get this together and do this thing for a while? It was more about, can I just see it? Let's just see. So I had to sing a minute of a Mozart aria, which I will sing next, and thank God I already knew it, because I also had to prepare a Shakespearean monologue. And I was working full-time and taking kids to daycare. I didn't have time to coach a monologue, so what did I do? I put it on a DVD, I burned it from the internet, and I memorized it on the way to daycare. And so I had two critics in the back with their little bitty fingers eating little bitty Cheerios. Wrong word, Mama, start again. That's not right either. That accent, Mom. They were my best critics, and they really, in all of their lovely childlike ways of being very clear and zero filter, helped me to memorize that thing really quickly. And I was really proud of the work that we had done together because I couldn't do this alone. And so I went into this audition and I sang this aria, which is from the opera Così fan tutte, and it ended up being the perfect aria for me because this character literally is like, no. She's like a boundary. If we're talking about boundaries, this woman is just like a boundary. And she sings about, there is nothing that will move me from how I feel. You cannot move me. I am like a rock. The storm cannot change the way I feel and what I'm doing, and I'm standing my ground. I know. Come scoglio immuto resta contra I venti e la tempesta e la tempesta. stanza, una barbara speranza, non vi rinnaroce ancor, una barbara speranza. Non dire nada ancor, non dire nada ancor, non dire nada ancor, non dire nada Thank you. In that audition, I kind of ripped through it. I was like, oh, okay. That went all right. I felt super grounded, and just like that character helped me to really be in my body as much as I could. And the accompanist immediately was like, why do I not know who you are? I've done music in this town for 30 years and I've never heard of you. And I was like, thank you, that's really nice. And so then I said, and for my monologue, and from the back of the room, I hear, oh, my dear, before you do anything. This is a terrible French accent. I can only do real French or real English, that's it. This middle ground is really upsetting to me right now. From the back, he's, darling, okay. You don't have to do the monologue. Could you talk to me about your resume? This not doing anything. That part, if we could talk about that part. I said, well, actually, I took some time off. It's been 12 years. I have a family. I have a full-time career, and it felt like it was time to just get back out there and see what was up. And he said, oh, you're a mother. Yeah, that's how I felt. And then it got worse. He said, oh, you're a mother. You don't need to do the monologue. It's okay. So I took the energy from the aria, and I said to his cute Frenchy face, I'm doing the monologue now. Listen or don't listen. You gave me the audition. I'm going to do the audition. And so I said, that's what I'm doing. And so I will be performing the monologue from Shakespeare's A Winter's Tale, Hermione's monologue. And I prepped. And I reveled in the first word of this monologue, the first line. Sir, spare your threats. I mean, I didn't know I was writing a show, but like, you can't write that stuff. That's how it actually happened. And I was furious, and I left, and I thought, no, it doesn't matter, mother. All the way home in my little minivan filled with crusty Cheerios and apple juice. And then I got a call that I was hired. So it also pays to stand your ground and do the thing that you said you were going to do, whether it looks like you should or not. So I'm really, really grateful that that audition brought me to a 6-month run in Minneapolis of these, I call them plopras, because they're operas and plays sort of mashed together. I like smashing things.
I like mashing things together. So like plays and operas where it had actors and singers on stage together. And then we did that in Minneapolis and the American Repertory Theater in Cambridge, Mass. And then we did it here at the Berkeley Repertory Theater. And so that's what one of the things that brought us out to California from Minnesota. And what I found was like a vibrant opportunity for making things in Sacramento. And when I met Jennifer Reason, oh, did things change? Jen, will you just come up here for a minute? This baddie, concert pianist, music director, like just last night had been called to put together a choir and then lead the choir and sing in the choir to back up Josh Groban. No big deal. And she's here today. When we met, there was this instant like, ooh.
From across the room.
From across the room. I think it's still that way right now. So it's just such a joy to work with her. And one of the things that we've done was we put a mashup band together, the Reassemblers of Whimsy, who has played up here. But I wanted to ask a couple of just like, let's get to know Jen in a way that you can't talk about on Cap Radio. Okay, it's not like that. It's not like that. I just want like, bye. But if you had to pick, would you choose pizza or pasta?
Pasta.
Okay. If it's pasta, then would it be wine or beer?
Whiskey.
And good night.
Thank you.
And then I also, because she just plays for so like different instrumentalists and concert pianists, what is one of the most challenging things about playing for singers? Oh dear. We about to get called out, y'all.
They cannot count to four.
The rumor is true, friends. When you know better, it's time to do better. Uh-oh. But I say that playfully because that's actually what the inspiration for our mashup band was. I went to a coaching in New York, and the coach was so complimentary and was saying, oh my gosh, like you look at all the markings and you sing all the notes and the rhythms. I'm like, that's basic. It's actually my job. She goes, it's such a pleasure because last week, you'll never believe this concert I had to play. There was a soprano singing. There are often waltzes in opera. And so it's just like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And the singer sings along 2, 3. And they keep going along 2, 3 like this. This singer, every other measure, dropped a beat. So it turned into 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And our mashup band was born.
si tu ne m'aimes pas, si tu ne m'aimes pas, je t'aime. Mais si je t'aime, si je t'aime, regarde à toi. Never know how much I love you, never know how much I care. When you put your arms around me, I get a fever that's so hard to bear. You give me fever with your kisses, fever when you hold me tight, fever in the morning, fever all through the night. Sun lights up the daytime, moon lights up the night. I light up when you call my name, and you know I'm gonna treat you right. You give me fever with your kisses, fever when you hold me tight, fever in the morning, fever all through the night. L'amour est un phare bohème. Il n'a jamais, jamais connu de loi. Si tu ne m'aimes pas, je t'aime. Si je t'aime, prends garde à toi. Si tu ne m'aimes pas, si tu ne m'aimes pas, je t'aime. Mais si je t'aime, si je t'aime, prends garde à toi. It's way more fun to do a career how you want to do it than how you're supposed to do it. I highly recommend. I want to say that in all of these facets of me, Grass Valley and Nevada City and music in the mountains has had, again, I'm going to reiterate, such a place in me revealing myself in different ways to me and to the world, and sometimes even like a little nudge into becoming more of myself. Are there any of my voice students in the audience tonight? Heck yeah. I have to say, you can actually shake the hand of the person that nudged me into teaching privately. I had done workshops up here, and Ryan had me up here for that. And then the president of the choir at the time, who I see at the tables down here, yeah! Jennifer Dahlgren came up to me after the first workshop, and she's like, "Do you teach privately? Because a bunch of us would like to take lessons from you." And I was like, actually, I don't teach privately because I don't want to ruin anybody's voice, and I probably don't know enough, and I apologized for a very long time. And she gave me side eye, and she's like, "I'll talk to you again later." And so I gave another workshop, and the choir got a lot out of it, and she's like, "Okay, look, you know how to teach, and I would just like you to please do that." And so then I did, and I did know how, and Jennifer, I'm very, very touched. I wouldn't be where I am in what I'm doing and loving it so much if it weren't for you giving me that gentle, loving nudge. And I want to dedicate this very song to all of you here tonight, to everyone that has been so loving as we've worked together over these last 15 years. And this is called Love is Like a River. And it's out on that CD out there with the again, crazy, crazy concert that I thought I would never sing again. Ever after that point, I was like, well, that's done. I made a thing. I documented it. I can be done now, right? And here we are. So this is Love is Like a River by Hiram Titus. Love is like a river. Love is like a river. It's gotta keep on moving and have places it can go. Love is like a river wandering through the summer. Let it splash and let it spill to anywhere it wills to. Give it room to grow. to grow. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Yeah, you can. I see moving happening. Move. This is it. I went to look for joy, slim dancing joy, gay laughing joy, bright-eyed joy, and I found her driving the butcher's cart in the arms of the butcher boy. Such company as keeps this young nymph joy. Such company as keeps this young nymph joy. I went to look for joy, slim dancing joy, a gay laughing joy, bright-eyed joy, and I found her driving the butcher's cart in the arms of the butcher boy. Such company as keeps this young nymph joy. Such company as keeps this young nymph joy. Love you. Thank you. Thank you. Good night.
What is this, a rock concert or something? But seriously, Jen, would you be open to it? The thing that we said we were not gonna do just now, would you be open to doing it? Okay. Can we just do Joy one more time? Yeah, I kind of do. Okay. It feels like... I don't know, do you have something else in mind? Oh, shit. She just made a suggestion that I was like, oh, okay.
It's already in my set list.
Okay, so first of all, I got reviewed once after a very serious concert of, if anybody is familiar with Puccini, I did 13 arias by Puccini, and that is a very dumb thing. But I did it. It was very serious and very big singing, and the review had a lot of things about the big singing, and then said, Carrie has fans who shout and cheer. This is fun. So, how y'all feel about hearing an Amy Beach thing that we just love? This is like under the window, just begging your love to open up the window and see the day and see the love. And you'll hear over and over, it was not in my set list, apparently. That at the end of each one of these, you hear that I'm joyful, but I'm also crying. So there's this like, oh, it's so good. It's just Chanson d'amour, Song of Love by Amy Beach.
Charmant